To continue our discussion on looking at binders from a student perspective, I've got one of my favorites, a high school honors algebra teacher who uses LiveBinders for her students to get access to supporting material, supplemental material for their algebra class. And I'm looking at Jamie Worrell's Florida's Best Honors Algebra 1 binder. What I love about what she does with the binder is she adds a lot of context to the tabs. So here we are with high school students. There's a lot more independence. There's not necessarily a lot of direction in how to simplify the resources that they're using. But in this case, she's really helping them learn to think and learn independently on some of these math challenges. So as we go through her binder, we're going to see her interjecting a lot of commentary around the resources that she's sharing. And if you look at the binder itself, there are things that are in linear order, and then there are supplemental material that the students can get to in her binder. So for example, if you go to Unit 1, I love how she's using the text frame in order to add supplemental context around the material that she's sharing. She's constantly reinforcing her agenda with the students, right? These are here for you to review, to master what you're learning, to become experts. She's ordering it for them. And she is constantly in every assignment, giving them everything they need to succeed. They don't need to be asking for help. Everything they need is in this binder. So think about if you were sharing like a Google folder of material, you might have a cover letter that might be doing the same thing. Well, here you're actually sharing the resource and talking to them at the same time with this text layout that you can use in the binders. So this is one way to think about how LiveBinders can be an extension of you when you're not there physically, but you can be there virtually. So what she discovered over the pandemic was that it was really important for them to see her solve problems visually. So here she's got not only the text to reinforce with them in the assignments, but she's also recorded herself doing some of these problems. And guess how many times a student can go back and see a problem being solved. So this is really, really useful for you if you know you've already curated a whole bunch of resources, even created your own resources that you think would be really useful for your students. And you've got them organized in a binder that the parents can come back to, the students can come back to, and even you can come back to. And if you take a look at the table of contents, you can see that the binders are getting accessed. I mean, this is not just her getting to the material, it's her students repeatedly going back to those binders to get reinforcement on the lessons that they're learning. So that's one way that you can think about why putting your resources in a binder would be useful for you. And again, it's a matter of sharing one link with the students. You update that binder, the link doesn't change, it stays the same. They can bookmark it in their own laptops on their own browser of choice, and they can go in there and repeatedly use her binder, even if they move on to other mathematical, Algebra 2, for example, they have the Algebra 1 to refer to again. So something to think about.
If you like this video, give it a thumbs up below. For more tips and tricks to use on your LiveBinder, subscribe to our channel or visit us at livebinders.com. Thank you.